So Jex has walked away. They are loading up your ship. And you guys are standing here with all this commotion you can hear on the speakers. And you are free and clear to navigate. What do you guys want to do now?
Go to the bookstore.
Think so?
Yeah.
You know, you couldn't help but notice when Jex walked away that there was 3 guys standing over there watching him walk away and kind of sneering at him. But then they just start talking to themselves, and so far as you can tell, Jex didn't even notice. Anyway,
That's true.
just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah, I'd like to check out the bookstore. Anyway,
So-
regardless.
Where is the bookstore?
We don't know.
We don't know. We can ask somebody.
Okay.
Is there someone more friendly looking than the 3 sneering men that would...
Well, like on the spaceport, there you see less of them down here, but you do occasionally see Starport Authority security officers. I'm sure you could ask them things.
Sure. Then I'll...
Okay.
Should we go and ask one of these guys where the bookstore is?
Okay, so you ask an officer about where a bookstore is, and he points and he says it's down that ways, a little ways.
Okay.
So you guys want to head that ways?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Alright. So you guys start going the way that the security people pointed you. And let's see, as you're walking along, you're getting further away from the loud commotion. I mean, there's still the ships flying overhead and that sort of thing. And let's see, so I guess you'd be walking along kind of watching for which building is the one that you're looking for. So this is sort of a narrower street, shops on every side. There's not much in the way of people out there shouting. As a matter of fact, I have a note for this. Where is it? Oh, I forgot to tell you guys something very important. At the center of this, I'm about to put that in the wrong hangout. At the center of this starport is a tower, that looks much like the actual space station that you guys just came from. Walking around, you guys look up and marvel at this tower that is made to sort of echo the design of the space side port. Oops, I have to hit that button. Sorry. Now it is going up. This thing is over 600 feet tall, and you're looking up, and yes, this is much like what the spaceport looked like. The cylinder, the ball on top, the sphere on top, the dome on
That's
top.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, you're in a quieter district. The sounds of the last area blurring into an indiscernible background noise. There's still a lot of people, but this area is filled with established stores. No rented vendor spaces, no street performers. The shops here include everything from high-tech gadgets to hand-carved wooden figurines, makers of fine chocolates, purveyors of delicate teas, along sellers of bulk ammunition and computer parts. As you guys are looking around, you feel an incredible pain in the back of your head.
Just me.
Just you. And you fall over forward. And those 3 guys have followed you. And one of them, you can see by the big rock laying on the ground next to Bardak, chucked a huge rock at the back of Bardak's head.
Oh
Did I
dear.
lose consciousness?
That's a good question.
You were
Here's what I want you to do.
always why I wanted to bring it up.
Take one of these colored dice.
Colored dice.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll one of those with one of your black dice. Now, if the black die is greater than the colored die, you are still conscious.
He is
I
still
can't see it.
conscious.
So you are still conscious. Okay, but I am positive that you ain't feeling good.
Okay.
These three guys assume a fighting stance. What happens next?
I'll throw the rock back at them.
Okay. So you guys want to swing into action. Let's see. I need to pull this up.
I'd like to ask Hera for medical assistance.
We'll get to that.
I bet you have amnesia.
So I gotta explain something here. So you guys jump in, punches, kicks, blood, pain. Wait. Let's slow this down. Everybody's gonna get a turn. And this turn is only gonna last like 2 or 3 seconds. Okay? So we're gonna take whatever happens over the next minute or two, little minute or two, and we're gonna slow it way down. Because I'm assuming you've never played a tabletop fighting kind of a game. So, we're going to take things nice and slow. I need everybody to give me a 2d6 plus your combat modifier.
In other words,
Oh,
-3.
-3.
Alright.
Guys.
7.
6.
6. So 8. And I have an 8 plus 1 would be 9.
I looked at the various source books, and I didn't like the way any of them did combat. So I invented my own system. So, again, since everything is slowed down, at the moment, you're laying on the ground, not quite unconscious. We're going to say that these two turned and assumed a fighting stance. And boss comes up first. Are you sure what you want to do is throw that rock? Okay, so you do not have a weapon skill for throwing rocks, so we will give you a 0. Roll me a 2d6 with no modifier.
12.
Well, he's good at rock throwing.
Wow. Okay. So, we're going to say there is bad guy 1, bad guy 2, how did you know? And bad guy 3. So,
Antonio.
we will say that you hit bad guy 1. Whoops. So I put the note on bad guy 2. And it hits him in the chest. And he kind of recoils a bit and looks up at you, and now he's really angry. Okay. What do you guys have from combat? It's a 0. Okay. And yes, both of them have a note with weapons. Their weapons plus 2 grants an automatic 0 for all weapons of any kind, and that includes unarmed. Okay? And it granted it for his using a rock as a weapon. And what we are doing here are opposed rolls. We're kicking it old school. We're going back to the D&D I used to play when I was your age, okay? Where one guy who makes the attack rolls, but the guy who's being attacked rolls as well. And so I rolled a 3. All he has to do is beat my roll. He didn't beat it, but I forgot to add in my combat modifier, which gives me a 4, which means that your punch did not connect. And bad guy 3 was going after Baronix. Roll me a defense with your combat modifier.
11.
Wow. Okay. And he somehow misses you completely. Let's say, no, this is defense, so let's say you blocked it. You got your arm up and you blocked that attack. Now, Bardak, see, now I'm getting hot. Bardak, you are up next, but the first thing you gotta do is pick yourself up off the ground.
Okay.
So, let's see. Why don't you do the self-opposed roll thing again? Choose a colored die roll a black die against it, and if the black die is better,
Oh my
It is.
it is? Okay, so we'll say you manage to get up to your feet. What would you like to do now that you're on your feet? The options would be things like get ready to fight, run away, wish that you had done more with your life. What do you want to do now that you've gotten to your feet?
So, is there isn't really anyone to ask for help from?
No, this is
Pretty deserted.
anybody who saw this going on that was there, they ran away.
Okay.
They don't want nothing to do with this.
Alright. I guess I will at least prepare to defend myself.
Okay. So now that you are on your feet, we've still got 3 guys who are very healthy, but one, a bad guy one was at least hit with the rock. Do you want to attempt to do something toward him? Do you want to just assume a defensive posture? What do you want to do? Do you want to try to protect Hira? What do you want to do?
Throw another rocket.
I think I'll assume a defensive posture and wait for my
Get some
opportunity.
fun.
Okay, alright, so on your next turn, since you are taking a defensive posture, on your next turn, no. The next time somebody tries to attack you, you can have a +2 on your defense roll. And I'm making it your job to remember that, okay? Hira, what would you like to do now? You've got these 2 who are throwing themselves into the fray. You've got him that, pardon me, is wobbling a bit, but he's in a defensive posture. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll just run over to the side for now,
Okay,
like
stay out of
behind
the way.
them. Yeah, I'm gonna stay behind whoever is in the front.
Oh, stay. Okay.
Well, because they're fighting them, so I assume that they're kind of
Okay.
facing each other. So I'm just gonna run to the back,
Okay.
or at least stay in the back.
All right. So,
I've been only
Baronix.
working on.
Someone should grab that
defensive
rock.
ones.
Baronix. Well, maybe Hero would grab it and toss it to somebody. Baronix, you are up. Why don't you lay into these guys and do some real damage?
I'll punch bad guy 1 in the stomach.
Oh, okay. In the stomach. Give me a roll.
5, 9.
Okay. You had a successful hit, but we need to see how much damage you did with this punch to the stomach. Roll me a 1d6.
1d6. 2.
Okay, so this punch to the stomach,
Oh no.
let's see.
Puke.
It does a little like this, and he looks up at you. And which was it? Bad guy number 2?
1.
1? Okay, he already got hit in the chest with a rock. Now he got punched in the stomach. He has had it with you guys. And he reaches out to grab you by your ears so he can slam your face into his knee. Give me a defense roll with your combat modifier.
Whoops. Okay. 11.
11. Okay, so when he reaches out for your ears, what do? Maybe bring your knee up into Okay, so you bring your knee up to connect with his delicate areas. So give me an attack roll.
The 2d6?
Yeah.
Okay. 6. 9.
Okay, so this guy reached out to grab your ears, and just as he gets a hold of the sides of your head, you bring his knee up and he goes, and falls over on the ground. And bad guy number 1 is laying there moaning. Okay, he ain't getting up anytime soon. Oh man, it's bio break time, people. So we will freeze the action there. Okay. Anyway, are we all back?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, whose turn was it? Oh,
Mine.
so yeah, you had just incapacitated that one dude, turned him into a falsetto. And so yes, Bardak.
Alright. Does anybody look weak, distracted, easy target?
Well, they took that one down already, but we could say that bad guy 2 is headed over toward Bosk. So
Is his
I would
back
say
turned
you've got,
to me?
huh?
Is his back?
Not exactly, but I'll still call it an attack of opportunity. I'll even give you a +1 on your attack because he's semi-exposed.
Okay. Could I just like kind of grab him so that he is not so mobile so Boss can take him out? Like
That is a great idea. You guys should work together as much as possible. So, let's see. Ordinarily, I would give you you got hit in the head, so you're dazed, -2. But we're going to do this with training wheels, and we only have one segment left to go. So, I already said I'd give you a +1 because it's an attack of opportunity. If you want to go and try to grab him so that Bosk can do some damage to him, yes, give me your attack roll with a +1.
okay, 8.
You have a hold of him, but you don't have a very good hold. So, we're going to give Bosk an attack of opportunity now. This is very important. If he wiggles away, he's going to take Bardak down, and Bardak is already weakened because of the rock to the head. So, I would let Bardak blow on your dice when you roll this one because you need all the luck you can get.
Okay, I'll kick him in the face.
In the face.
Yes.
All right. Crane technique.
You must be flexible.
All right, well, roll that kick for me. Oh, wait. The guy is being held. +2 on your attack roll.
Woo! I get a 10 plus, including my +2.
Okay.
12.
Ooh. Alrighty, give me a damage roll. That's a 1d6, and since he's being held, give a +1 to that.
Nice. 5.
5 plus 1 is 6.
Oh, no,
4
just...
plus 1 is 5. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm going to describe the bloody horrible thing that happens to this guy's face, unless you'd rather describe it.
How would I describe it?
Yeah. What did you just do to this
Here.
guy? What happens?
I kicked him in the face hard.
Did a tooth go flying out of his mouth?
Or
Right.
blood came out of his mouth.
Blood started spraying out of his nose.
Yeah. What do you got?
Nose just bleeding. There's blood out of his mouth and nose, and teeth are shattered.
Wow. Okay. So this guy that you are holding suddenly goes limp in your hands, and he falls to the ground unconscious. There's another one eliminated. Okay? Alrighty. That leaves bad guy 3. I think that would bring it back to Bardak.
Alright, can I trip him? If he's kind of not, he's
He's
Wobbling a bit.
dazed. Yeah, he's wobbling a bit.
I can trip him and set him up for Bosk to
So like sweep his feet?
Yeah, or, yeah.
Like crouch.
Okay. Alright, so you could sweep his feet, and he will, if it's successful, he will topple over Bosk's direction. So, give me that roll. Are you supposed to get any modifiers this turn?
No, not anymore.
Okay, alright.
12.
Woo!
And I gave him a -2 because he's dazed, and so you successfully sweep his feet. He topples over in such a way that his head is 2 feet away from you. He's like, boom, landed down this way. What are you going to do about it?
Kick his head.
Kick his head. Alright. So,
Kick
he,
him when he's down.
right? He lands over with a hoof and has just enough time to look at you as that foot comes swinging at his face. Give me a roll.
You guys are very violent.
Yeah.
Well, the first one was the front. Do I use my combat modifier or?
Now, combat is for defense.
Okay.
In this scenario.
4.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh, man. Well, you weren't ready to act in such a way. And when you kick, your foot goes nowhere, and your other foot kind of tries to go with it, and now you're wobbling a bit. You kind of, whoa, 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 like that. And I just literally hit my head on something. So you kind of, whoa, 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 go like that for just a split second. You probably keep your feet, though. Choose a colored die. You're going to roll against yourself.
Oops.
Nice. Yeah. The
He was
black one is,
successful.
yeah.
Okay, so yes, you successfully keep your feet. Baronix. And I've completely lost the order, but that's okay. I didn't want to do this like a D&D battle. Baronix, what are you going to do about this? The dude is still laying there on the ground if you act fast.
Ooh. I'm gonna.
Pile
Stomp
driver!
on his face.
Yeah.
No, I would go on one knee and give my fist onto his. And
Okay. Alright. Give me a roll for that, and I'll let you have a +1.
alright.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear God.
Okay. I need the one.
You're new at this, aren't you?
No.
Yeah, we've been playing these games for a year. That's why we set up a dedicated corner for it, is because August 1st was 1 year since our first game.
8.
Okay. Alright.
I do my back.
Alright.
Die.
Successful hit. I won't make you roll damage. We'll say that dude just goes limp. He is unconscious. So everybody's on their feet, probably dusting themselves off and that sort of thing.
I probably need a bandage or something.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Anything else anybody wants to do?
See if they have any money.
Yeah, rifle.
I got one. Yeah.
Rifle through their
Pockets. Okay, somebody pick up a bad guy to search.
Bad guy 1.
I'm not
Bad-
searching anybody.
Bad guy 3. I'll search him. I'll search
I
him.
can
standing there
practice
looking.
investigation.
Yes, you can. So you want to search bad guy 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like the ringleader. By the name.
Okay. So as you approach him, he's the one that wasn't unconscious. His foot flies up and connects with your stomach, and you double over.
here?
He is apparently feeling a bit better.
Alright, I'm gonna punch
He kicks you in the stomach, and you double over and kind of fall over. You know what? I'll let fate decide. Give me a oppose. No. Give me a choose a colored die and
I'm gonna
oppose
punch
yourself
his
for the roll. 5-3. Okay, so you managed to keep your feet, but you're certainly not going to be singing anytime soon. Okay, so for a moment you got the wind knocked out of you.
I'll
Um,
punch. Can I punch him in the face?
Well, now he's still. You mean punch him in the face?
That guy won.
Oh, the guy who's laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be a tough punch.
Maybe
in the
we should
face.
retreat.
No,
I would
no.
kick him in the head.
Stomp on his face.
Stomp on his face. Man, you're raising a little serial killer here, Eric. What's going on, man?
Don't fear
It's
this.
nothing
Serial killer.
as bad as what this
When
one
he hits
started.
puberty, you're gonna have to chain him up. I think. Okay.
It's a good thing he doesn't have any bombs with him.
All right. So, give me a roll for that stomp on his face. Then.
I have an 8.
An 8. All right. You stomp on his face. Do you want to tell us what that looks like? Would we rather not hear the gruesome details?
I'd say he's bad.
Let's say he went limp, and he's definitely not going to be. Do you want to ask your friend if he's okay or anything?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, why don't you ask him?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
And now he can check him without being.
Okay, so yeah, you want to search bad guy number 1?
Not anymore.
I'll search
I'll
him.
search
We don't need any rolls. I'll just tell you what you find, and this is good. I didn't even think about you guys going through their pockets. All 3 of them have a card in their pocket.
Card.
Does it have like a name on it or anything?
Nope. It has a barcode. It has a long string of numbers, and that's all it's got.
It's a credit card.
This is my GM face.
Card.
There's spies.
I don't think we should take it.
No.
Why?
This is their
If they had like cash on them, I would take it, but who knows if this is like
It might be
connected.
an ident card or something.
Yeah, it could be connected to them in some way.
Or it could be a
And if
credit
we
card.
use it, we could be arrested.
Would be a credit card.
This is where I sit in silence, and you guys figured out for yourselves what you want to do about this.
I just
Maybe we should just show it to Jax and see what he is. And if not,
That
just.
should be an interesting story.
Oh yeah.
I think we should leave it. Leave them.
Or
Leave them unconscious.
We were attacked.
Yeah.
We haven't broken any laws
Yeah.
yet.
All right.
Where are they?
So, you're going to keep on heading for the bookstore, I assume.
Yep.
Okay. So.
Does Sarah have a bandage or anything?
Oh, right. Let's talk about some medical stuff. Now, no, you would not have any medical stuff with you, but you could perhaps have a look at the wound on the back of his head. I will say the wound on the back of your head is negligible.
Okay.
I will say there is, you look at it, there is a little cut, there is a little bit of blood, but I mean, you were on your feet a moment
Well,
later.
head wounds bleed a lot.
Yeah, I
Even
know.
just little.
Yeah,
But-
I'm trying to work with what we got so that he doesn't, you guys don't have to do a bunch of side stuff to try to take care of it. So I'm gonna say that there's a little blood, there's a cut. He's gonna have a bump on the back of his head, but it's negligible.
if someone explains to the police, they might find you with that, and like someone could have told you that what happened, and
Yeah, but we're gonna leave tonight or tomorrow morning, and it'd be nice just to kind of.
Hey, you guys just figured out why security isn't even here yet. It's because of the big commotion going on down at the end of the street. And you definitely see security headed for that. Now that you stop and think about it, during the fray, you did hear a loud sound during this fight, but you had other things to think about. Perhaps it was even like a gunshot.
Oh dear.
And there is a crowd gathering.
I think we should
We should
go
go and
over
check.
there.